It seems to many that you did not prefer to keep living. You worked in a dead letter room where you saw countless letters and packages that never made it to their destinations. To me, I feel like this affected you in some way. You saw all these hopes and dreams that had to get disintegrated and destroyed. Some of those letters were sent as final acts of desperation, and yet they never found their recipient. Was this a depressing experience that caused you to no longer have a reason to live? It seems that you just lost all meaning of life and you slowly checked out of society. Many people think that you did not have an objective. Most people don't feel that you deserve any sort of respect or sympathy. But I see something bigger about you. You are a very bold man. I'm not the only person to make this connection, but your actions can be considered similar to those of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. This may seem far-fetched, but when you think about it, you decided to be unlike anybody else in society. The reason that I mainly make this connection is because you were peaceful. You were a passive resistor. You did not hurt anyone. You were not violent. The only thing you did was maybe slightly hurt your boss's business. You were peaceful, and yet you were shoved into jail where you began to rot and where you eventually would leave this earth. There's another objective that I believe you had. I believe you wanted to show us the flaws in the society that we live in. You sacrificed yourself to show us that our society gets rid of people because they are different and they don't conform. You simply did nothing, and yet that was being too different, and you were punished for it. Now I have respect for you, but I think you did have one flaw yourself. You did not exercise the power of voice. The power of voice is incredible, and with it you may have had change. Whether your objective was to have followers or not, I do not know. Whether you wanted to show societal flaws by being a passive resistor or not, I do not know. Whether you were just depressed and wanted to die, I do not know. However, whether you meant it or not, you were an individual. You went against the lifestyle that society had set up for you. You denied the superficiality that seemed to take over our lives. You saw the dark side of society, and sadly, it drove you to your death. Hopefully your actions will not be in vain, and maybe, just maybe, we can learn from the sacrifices you made and live more meaningful lives.